Hello, what's going on, guys? Jase Perry. If you've got books on your KDP account that aren't making any sales, don't just give up on them just yet. I've got a little trick you can try out now. It takes about 5-10 minutes, and you could potentially bring sales to those books that are just sitting there not making any sales. Okay, let's begin. This is how we're going to do it. All right. This is like your book being brought back from the dead, basically, all right? All right. So if you imagine what the most amount of time and money goes into creating the book pages inside, yeah? So imagine those are just your book pages, okay? So at the moment, those book pages, if we just imagine that this is like a wrapper, the cover and title, okay, is wrapped in a cover. I'm just going to put cover and title, okay, and that cover and title is talking to a specific customer. But at the moment, this customer, for whatever reason, is not paying you any money. Right? So what we want to do then is we want to wrap it in a new cover and title to maybe a new customer or maybe the same customer, but because it's a new cover and title, that will then bring you money. Right? Very, very simple concept. It worked recently for, let me see if I can bring this up. Worked recently for one of my students here who had a book sitting on Amazon for 10 years. So, and then she made sales. So imagine 10 years, it was sitting there with this red cover and title, not doing anything for 10 years. So a lot of people would have seen it, a lot of traffic. Okay, for some reason it's not making sales. We wrapped it in a new cover and title, made sales immediately. Like literally, she published it, run some ads, and within days she made money. Okay, so how does this work then? I'll talk about the one that I recently done because I know all the details. So I basically had this book like this, and it was going to the customer was kids. The niche was kids. Okay, wasn't making any sales. So what I did was I saw that there were more sales being made for these type of books to boys, not just kids, boys. So what I did was take the interior. So imagine here now, we'll just bring it down here so it doesn't turn into a complete mess. So this interior, I kind of tweaked it so it's relevant to boys, but I didn't do much. I changed like the first 5 pages. So instead of just having kids, I did I made it more relevant to boys, because the rest of the book was kind of for general, is for kids. It weren't just to boys, but I made the beginning of the book to boys. So now this book could be wrapped in a new cover and title, but this cover and title was specifically for boys, and it was boys age 8 to 12 because that was selling really well. And as a result, it sold for more money. It wasn't selling up here. This was priced at $9.99 and wasn't making any sales. I moved it relevant to boys. I priced it at $13.99 and it's made sales, and it's still making sales. Okay, so that's the power of moving it to another customer. You can actually make more. You can actually bring sales to a dead book and make more money. Okay, so if you've got a book that's just sitting there on Amazon not making any sales, remember, you spend a lot of time on the pages. Don't just let that go to waste. See if there's a creative way that you can change the wrapper of it. Now, let me just lay out some rules of how this worked for me. First of all, see if I can put it. First of all, rule number 1, you got to be able to go to a customer that has money, that is buying books on Amazon at a good price, and you need to be able to find a customer, and your book fits. Your book fits that customer. I was able to do it because mine was like generally a kid's book. Just tweak it a little bit, and then it's a boys book, like kids, boys, kids. You know, it's not going to work if you've got a book for like dads, and then you see the mum niche is selling well, and you're just gonna it's not going to work. Okay, it's got to fit. Okay, but you could be creative about this. I just had to change like 5-10 pages at the beginning in order to do that. Yeah, I just added a bit of like intro. This book's amazing for boys. This is why it's good for boys, and the rest of the book fit. If you can do the same, good. So customer, then also you have to be very, very good with your title. You can change your title, remember, just completely unpublish your book, give it a new title. Mine was for kids, now it's for boys. It's a completely different title, and the title's strong because it was kind of similar to what's selling at the moment. So make the title strong. Title needs to be strong, and definitely you have to be good at cover design, and that is, you need to use AI. I would recommend partly AI, partly Canva, because I think people, when they see total AI covers and it looks too AI, they get a bit cheesed off with that. I think good combination. Okay, just do some bits of AI, change it in Canva, add elements of Canva so it looks like a well thought out, layered cover. Make sure the benefits and everything on there. And the last thing is, remember, you do this once, it might not work. Just be prepared to keep trying out different covers and titles, and you do that with ads. The fastest way to test the book is with ads, and you could do something as simple as auto ads. Try and get like 20 clicks. If you've done your job right, within the first 10 clicks you'll get sales. Okay, so those are the 5 rules you need to follow in order to make this work. Yeah, because that covers basically, yeah. Okay, let me summarize quick now. I'm waffling on now. Okay, so if you've got a book that's kind of dead, don't let it go to waste, because you've done the book interior at the moment. You spent the most time and money on the inside of the book, all those pages. Don't just throw it away yet. Let's see if you can try out a new cover and title. Firstly, make sure the customer, you find a customer in a similar niche that you feel like you can target. Make sure the customer's buying books now and buying books at a good price. Then make sure your book can actually fit that customer. Okay. You don't just want to put a new cover and title and then the inside of the book's complete trash. It needs to be relevant to that customer. Then try out different titles and covers depending on what's selling. Make sure you use AI. Make sure the cover is shit hot. That's what's going to sell the book. And then test it with ads. And then if you get sales within the first 10, 20 clicks, good. If not, you can always go back and test a different cover and title. My point is, you can keep recycling that interior till it starts selling. And if it's good interior, it's a good customer, you can suddenly bring sales to this book that was just sitting there not making any sales. Okay? Thanks for watching. Hope that helped. Give me a little like and subscribe. That'd be awesome for my channel. And before I go, I'll just leave you a link to my roadmap from zero to your first $1,000 a month on KDP. If you want to see that, it's a very simple path on how to get there. I'll leave that up there. Okay, see you in the next video. Cheers.